They've basically been IDPs for 5 months. They probably had nothing to begin with, and now to look at them, they really are helpless. It's not a question of, them picking themselves up, or, that they should just work harder, or that they, are abusing aid at this point. I think they really are in a really destitute state. A lot of people are focused on casualty numbers. It's like the families we visited today, sometimes it's not just casualties, sometimes it's property loss, sometimes it's being forced from their homes for months and not having a source of income. These can be equally devastating for families and communities. Can you ask them also if this is the first time that they've been displaced because of conflict, or if they've had to leave their homes before?
طالبان مولا دوه ټکه به وکړل بل موږ پاتې سولو په کلی کې به موږ پاتې سولو پر موږ باندې به امدی ټکان کوه ماغو ټکان کوه د کریخ 15
This family got here about a week ago, and I think from what they were saying, there was Taliban fighters who came into the village and were firing from the village on international military posts, and in response the ISAF military was bombarding their village, and so after a lot of damage and probably fear of further casualties, they fled. More often they've gotten some sort of emergency relief supplies. It is much rarer to find that they actually got compensation. In this case, one of the programs that doesn't give direct compensation, it gives in-kind aid. Actually, it's called IOM, and it's the Afghan Civilian Assistance Program, and it sounds like it actually did get to them and was able to give them some livelihood support in the form of cows. There have been a lot of complaints lately about aerial bombings. A lot of people have complained that they don't need to be used as often as they have been here, and that the unwillingness to commit ground troops is resulting in a lot higher civilian casualties. Local governors, humanitarian NGOs complaining there are a lot of civilian casualties, and on the flip side, the military saying that there were none. And that in itself does cause anger, particularly among the Afghan community, because they feel like their losses aren't recognized. They're always denied. They don't even get kind of the recognition of what's happened to their communities. A few cases where I talk to families and they seem to have found some sort of peace or resolution with what's happened to their family. Even extreme cases where they've lost one or more family members are when they've had actual direct contact with the military. When someone has come to their house and said, "I'm sorry that happened to your child. That was an accident. That wasn't our intention. Please accept my condolences. I'm sorry." And sadly, that's rare. If you were in the States or Europe or wherever and you ran over someone's dog, you would say that you're sorry. And here, that's nowhere near the norm.
We expected something better than before. We expected something more. Do you really think you can just put it in a safe behind a painting, lock it up and leave? Do you really think you can just put it in a safe behind a painting, lock it up and leave?